Well, now to a Fox 5 I-Team exclusive. Explosive news in the tragic death of Bobbi Kristina Brown.
The Fox 5 I-Team has learned a woman who treated Bobbi Kristina Brown for a month in hospice care illegally posed as a nurse.
Yeah, that's according to the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office and the Duluth Police Department. And tonight, that woman is in jail charged with impersonating a nurse.
Our Fox 5 I-Team senior reporter Dale Russell here now with this exclusive story. And Dale, what else have you uncovered?
Russ, this thing has been developing all day long, and it's really unusual. Investigators in 2 different counties believe Taiwo Sobamowo used another nurse's license number who had a similar name to get hired by a hospice care company. And once hired, police say the woman, who wasn't a nurse, took care of one of the nation's most high-profile patients during her final days. In September, Forsyth County Sheriff's Detective Jeffrey Rowe received an unusual tip that Taiwo Sobamowo was impersonating a nurse at a Forsyth County hospice care facility, something she had been accused of doing before, according to this District of Columbia alert. What's the worst part of someone posing as a medical professional falsely?
From my perspective, it's the violation of the trust. And to me, me personally, that's the worst part about it.
Rowe obtained a warrant for her arrest. Now, you didn't arrest her here. How'd they get her?
We received information that she had fled the state from her residence here in the state of Georgia to the state of North Carolina.
Sobamowo was arrested in North Carolina and booked into jail, but the story doesn't end there. During his investigation, Detective Rowe learned that Sobamowo worked at Peachtree Christian Hospice in Duluth, Georgia. That's the same hospice that treated Bobbi Kristina Brown during her final days before she died this summer.
Taiwo Sobamowo had provided services at that facility, yes, sir.
At that facility being Peachtree Christian Hospice?
Yes, sir.
And Taiwo Sobamowo was arrested Sunday on impersonating a nurse. And today, throughout the day, Forsyth Sheriff's Office charged her with 2 felony counts of identity theft and forgery. And then Duluth Police, late this evening, filed charges against her for impersonating a nurse. Now, Homestead Hospice and Palliative Care, which hired Sobamowo, said it was shocked and dismayed to learn the news. They immediately terminated her and alerted the state nursing board. Russ, Sine?
So is there any suggestion, Dale, that Sobamowo did this specifically to try to get close to Bobbi Kristina Brown because of her celebrity?
That's the first thing we thought when we first heard this, but according to investigators as of right now, they don't believe so. She has actually been suspected of doing this in 2 other states prior to this time. It's a high-paid, well-paid position that she worked her way into. And it's amazing when you think about it. Here she was caring for somebody who everyone across this country was following this story and following this care. And here's this woman right in the middle of it.
I'm sure they'll also be investigating whether she had any possible ties to the photos that were linked of Bobbi Kristina in her final days.
You know, we don't know anything about that yet, Sine, but that's obviously going to be a question that I think as this investigation on goes, people are going to be asking.
I bet they will. All right. Thank you so much, Dale.